Welcome back to the final entry in my series documenting the development of Roads Are Not Required. It has been a long time coming, but we are finally here. This time I will be talking about the completion of the project, the path I took to get here, the amount of work that went into everything, and what lies ahead in terms of other possible projects. If my calculations are correct, this video should appear on the channel not long after the premiere. Be sure to go and take a look after you've finished here. And of course, if you haven't seen the other 5 parts in this series, links can be found in the description below. Feel free to leave any comments or feedback, and any likes or subscriptions would be greatly appreciated. This project has been such a major part of my life for such a long time now that it's hard to know where to begin. I first began the development of the idea back in February. The initial idea was to simply do a VFX presentation and nothing more, but it soon evolved into something else. The overall plan hasn't changed much since then, but I have had to make some adjustments along the way in order to reach my goals. Back at the start, I made myself a list of tasks I considered essential to the project, as well as a separate list of desirables that I would only attempt if I had the time. As you can see, the list tended to grow and shrink over time, but I managed to get through it. It may have taken right up until the deadline, but I'm happy to report that I managed to cross off every single item on my list. The heart of the project is and always has been the VFX time travel sequence. I spent a good long while perfecting each of the many effects to the best of my ability given the time I had. I got to try out many different techniques and setups that I haven't used before, and I've learned much in the process. Each effect in this sequence has taught me entirely new facets of working with Houdini and the visual effects process overall. This is certainly the most ambitious and complex piece I have worked on to date. In total, I have had to make 36 individual render passes that took over 143 hours to complete, not including the time spent rendering the backplate in Unreal Engine. That's over 2,300 files for this short sequence. Now that the project is complete, it is time to unveil it. I'm really looking forward to sharing my own little piece of something I love with everyone else out there. From careful attention to detail to a handful of blink and you'll miss it Easter eggs scattered throughout, I have poured my heart and soul into the fulfillment of this creative impulse. Being able to express my love for Back to the Future in this way while developing my skills as an artist has been immensely rewarding. I've been working on this project non-stop since the start of the year. It has been such a central part of my life for the longest time now that I can't believe it's actually over. Part of me still keeps telling myself that I should be doing something more, but there's really not much else to add. It is time to put it out there into the world for everyone else to see. Can't wait to hear what everyone thinks of the finished product. A link to the video will be available at the end of this diary. Where to next? That is a question I've often pondered. This project may be over, but that doesn't mean my obsession with this film series is as well. There are many other scenes I'd like to take a swing at when I get the time. The various endings alone provide epic potential. I could catch the bolt at the clock tower, or race towards a nuclear blast. How about all the way back to the nuke in the fridge? What about a drugged up 60s doc bombing a power station from the unmade Back to the Future No. 2 sequel? It's all completely open country as far as the eye can see. So many fun and interesting projects that I could try my hand at somewhere down the line. Breathing life into these unseen moments would be an absolute dream come true. Unfortunately, in order to do them justice, I would have to go even further beyond what I achieved in this project. Maybe it would be possible if I had a team to work with, as I don't think I'd be able to do another solo project of this scale anytime soon. Nevertheless, there is no shortage of awesome moments that would be interesting to make VFX shots from. It's just something I'll have to keep in mind for the future.
You've really made a difference in my life. You've given me something to shoot for.
I want to give my thanks to all the people who have helped and inspired me throughout this process. I'm not sure I would have been able to make it this far without you. Your guidance and support means the world to me. I especially want to thank everyone who's come along to hear me ramble in these dev diaries and stuck it out till the end. These diaries were my attempt to organize my thought process and get better at speaking. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you found something of value within these videos. A link to the finished video should be on your screen now. Otherwise, feel free to take a look around the rest of the channel and see if there's anything you might like. Thank you again for stopping by. And until next time, remember...
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.